I'm congested. Welcome to No Bards Allowed.
Yo.
A very special episode of No Bards Allowed. As you'll pick up on quickly, there's only a couple voices in the room today as we are playing a session just me and Fuse today.
Just us two.
Yeah.
Or what is the Bill Withers song?
Just the two of us?
Just us two.
Just us two.
Just us two of us.
Just us to the two of us.
Just us to the two.
I'm B Felons. I'm hosting this session of No Bards Allowed today, our D&D TTRPG podcast hosted by a group of amateur entertainers but professional friends, and I'm joined by one of my great friends here today.
What up, it's Fuse, and I, of course, play Billben Billings.
Yeah, if this is the first time you're jumping in, you shouldn't.
That would be wild.
You should go back at least a few episodes, because we've had some crazy stuff happen in the last few weeks, and so yeah, we're dealing with those things as you have already heard at this point. The rest of the party trying to make their way to find Billben as they suspect he's in the Feywild based on something that was said at the end of by one of the Fey Fathers combatants in that last combat that we played as a group. But today we're not dealing with that at all. We're just dealing with Billben's journey in the Feywild. So without further ado, Billben, would you mind reading a recap of the last time Billben played?
Yes, but before I say that, I have to make sure Dart and Will know that B is wearing shades inside.
The sun's
anyway,
bright.
No. So anyway, shades inside, SIGs inside. I mean, let's just bring it all back, you know?
Like the good old days.
Last time I was on No Bards Allowed, we got woken up to people breaking into the room we were staying in at Aunt Sybil's. We were handling the fight pretty well, but all of a sudden, they threw some powerful magic at me, and I wasn't able to resist. Just as I was about to succumb, the Fey Father messaged me and offered me some sort of new deal. I told him to fuck himself and got teleported to a strange place. I had some pixies flitting near me in a beautiful field, and they told me I was in the Feywild. After traveling for who knows how long, I ran into an invisible cabin next to a lake. An old satyr man answered that door and told me his name was Grandfather Pine. He was kind of questioning me, but did offer to help me go upstream. After that, I took a little nap and had that strange entity address me in a confessional again. Guess it's time to move on towards that big castle.
And we pick up in the Feywild, not at the point where you woke up from your nap or the next morning when Grandfather Pine offered to help you for a day, just move upstream. We pick up a few days later, what feels like, as you've learned now at this point, the sun does set where you are. It feels like the sun stays out for really long periods of time, but the sun does set, and beautiful summery moonlight shimmers over the night, as it is nighttime right now. It's been about 5 or 6 days in terms of a sun and moon cycle, as Bill might be able to understand it. And Grandfather Pine has actually stuck with you this whole time. He had initially said that he was only going to stay with Billben for just a day's journey, but he's continued to go along for the ride. And it's like every day you get to the end of the journey, and it's like the same thing every day. He's like, well, I can, I guess, guide you for one more day, if you'd like. So,
I actually do appreciate that, Grandfather Pine.
Yeah.
as long as we're heading in this right direction, I really just am trying to figure out, I guess, how to get back to my friends.
I understand. I hope that I can help you. So as long as you continue to give me the gift of the journey you've had so far, then I will continue to give you the gift of guidance.
And quick side note, the things that I was warned not to give was my name.
The thing that Grandfather Pine said was that you can give, like, the Feywild works in funny ways where, like, currency isn't really a thing. Like, you couldn't pull out the gold that you have probably and trade it with anybody. It'd be worthless. What you can trade for is, experiences. You could trade
memories, right?
Trade your memories.
Yeah.
Trade your
memories,
dreams.
name.
You could trade. I mean, if you find a beautiful stone on the ground, you could trade it. Also, if you pick up a stone and take it, somebody else might have left it as a gift, and then you might owe them a favor.
Oh, okay.
So Grandfather Pine has kind of explained
Prison
to
rules.
you. Grandfather Pine is, he's like a bit cagey with you, but he has just given you advice as you've been on this journey. He's kind of explained some of the ways in which people offer things and the ways that you maybe shouldn't always accept gifts from the strangers you meet along the way here. But you sit at a campfire. Yeah, it's been you've run into small skirmishes with little creatures along the way. You fought a water weird, this like crazy elemental beast that tried to like grab you and like rip you asunder underwater. You were able to fight it off with blows from your blade, and Grandfather Pine, you've learned, is a spellcaster of some kind too at this point. So done that. You've noticed strange things, and ultimately I think you probably, I think Billben, you would know that whether you would have been able to figure out how to get where you're going. You've had days where you've journeyed the whole day and it doesn't necessarily feel like the castle's any closer, but you haven't felt like you've moved further away. You've noticed strange things as you've traveled through this space. You've seen flowers chatting on the sides of streams. You've walked through wooded areas and you've noticed tree branches leaning closer to eavesdrop on your conversations. You've seen owls paying close attention to you. There's all sorts of creatures, and both flora and fauna are alive in this space and present, if you will.
Just like that coffee cup on your table.
Yeah. Shout out flora and fauna, Nashville's finest. But yeah, anyways, so you've had some skirmishes. You've mostly safe passage though. You find yourself, you were only on the Grandfather Pine's little like dinghy like boat thing for a day and a half, and then the last few days have been traveling by foot. You find yourself in a it's like wooded and like almost it feels almost kind of like there's like a bog, like there's like loamy soil, and you've seen some like you've seen some different natural features in this space. Give me a perception check for kind of like what you've experienced over the last few days.
Cool. And to me, it's felt like days, right? I know you said time was working.
It has been. Let me just say it has been days. Like okay. You don't know. I wouldn't say. Actually, tell you what. Tell me what you rolled there first.
13
on a perception check. You noticed in the last day or so that the summer heat has dimmed a little bit, and there have been more cool breezes, kind of like fall, that have like Yeah, it feels like you're in this like weird interim between the summer end and
interesting.
Fall beginning.
But didn't I get here when it was like midsummer?
You got here, yeah. It felt like summer the first day you arrived.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah. Give me. I was going to say, Billben. Yeah, you asked a question of. It's been 5 days as far like I think you've experienced like no roll required. I think Billben has been like. You have felt at least that not every day feels like it's the same length here. Like I think there have been days that have felt really long, and there have been days that it feels like you barely got anywhere, and all of a sudden the sun's gone down again. And you feel tired too. It's like that thing of like even if it doesn't feel like it's been that long, like you feel like you've traveled for a day, even though it doesn't feel like it's been that long. Your like body responds to that whatever cycle is happening. So it's been about 5 days. Give me an Arcana check if you could as well.
Oh yeah. Yet another -1. Let's go.
What'd you roll?
17.
Let's go.
I guess. Yeah, I'm not going to jinx anything right now, but this is cool. I like rolling this.
Hell yeah. I did. Fuse is using one of my dice. It's a NADPOD die that's got Paw the Possum inside of it.
It does have Paw the Possum.
Yeah, super fun. On a 17 Arcana, what I would say is there's a spell that you do not have access to, but you do know that Saren has the ability to cast sending spells to people, and I think at this point I would say on a 17, I feel like Billben might be able to make a safe assumption that after 5 days travel, like maybe sending can't cross from like Bordura over to the Feywild. Like
can't.
I would think you'd assume that, right? Because your friends.
Yeah, I would.
You hopefully, if your friends are coming to get you.
Yeah. Yeah, I would, because otherwise I feel like I would have heard from them.
Yeah. How does Billben? Yeah. Well, actually, let me rephrase. You can make the safe assumption. It seems like the assumption would be that sendings can't cross. Mm-hmm. There is a chance that sendings can, and you just haven't heard anything yet. How does Billben feel as he like? He's spent like the better like. A long time, generally speaking, with traveling with Arthur and Saren, Tabitha, Lift joining along the way in Oz. How does Billben feel as he's like isolated and not heard from these friends he's made?
Yeah, I think kind of going upstream on Grandfather Pine's dinghy. You said it was like a dinghy, right?
Yeah.
He's just kind of like almost having an aside in his head of just like thinking about, I guess, the time that has passed. And he's like, just thinking to himself, like, I feel like Saren would have reached out by now, but I haven't heard anything. And Arthur definitely would have probably figured out a way to cast some sort of spell. So I guess maybe the sending can't go through into the Feywild. I wonder if someone in that castle knows how I can contact to another plane. Or maybe they can get me out of here. That's what, like, kind of like the aside he has.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, so you've been on this journey for like 5 days, and you now sit at a warm campfire. Grandfather Pine scouted, being more familiar with this place that you've never been before. Grandfather Pine tried to scout a safe space. He was able to find a treant named Bow, and that he. Was able to, as he was going, he was able to strike up a conversation and asked politely if you all would be able to camp there for the night in exchange for, he like pulled out like a beautiful flower and planted it next to this treant in exchange for the ability for you all to sleep at this place tonight. So yeah, you sit at a campfire with Grandfather Pine, and Grandfather Pine, in a very similar way to every day you've journeyed so far, says, well, Billben, I guess I can take you for one more day, but I'm gonna have to turn back again after that. I know I've continued with you, but I really have to be returning home.
How did you know my name?
You told me your name.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I thought I made a mistake and didn't get to steal your name, but which is good. That's not really my thing.
Sorry, the Feywild might be wearing on my memory already.
Like I've told you, you just gotta make sure you don't give away anything that you care about. There's things that are valuable to barter with. Just make sure that any trade you make is fair. If somebody offers you something nice, don't give them the torch you don't use ever from your pack. Make sure you're trading something that, has some weight or value, but also don't give away anything too important. So,
understood. You seem to be very helpful, Grandfather Pine.
Well, like I've said, I've journeyed around a good amount of this whole land, space, whatever you want to call it, over a long, long time. So it feels good to be, it feels good to be resting now after spending a long time journeying. But yes, I know a good amount about the things that exist out in these worlds and these courts.
Would I be able to insight to see if he's trying to get something out of me for helping me go up the stream?
Give me insight.
Or is it is he, because now that I do know that there is always a give and a take, maybe very rarely would it be like a give without a take?
Yeah.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah?
Well, I'm just saying it's not a 3 like I usually roll.
Dude. We should never play with the other guys again.
Well, hey, do you just want to keep doing this, me and you,
This
man?
is the new podcast.
This is me and you now. The spin-off series already exists.
Yeah, Billben and Friends.
Billben and Friends. I mean, that's a 14. That's
14? Cool. I think on a 14, decent insight there, he's already said as much, which is that, he's helped you, find good pathways. You've put your trust in this person to bring you to this castle where the queen lives, this thing that's been established now. Queen Califax lives in this castle. You are in her court as we speak. I think as he's kind of said, every night at the campfire, he's asking you to share the stories of your journey with your friends, the things you've accomplished, your heroics, your mishaps. I don't know. Billben's welcome to share his stories in whatever way he wants, whether he wants to share. Yeah, do you think as he asks for, I think you recognize that the trade is not him taking your stories, which seemingly is a thing that somebody could ask, is to take your stories, but more to share them. So I think...
so I can share them without them being taken.
You get the vibe that he is taking, he is asking for you to share them, so you're not having to give them away, which seems like some creatures might, but he's not that way. As Billben shares stories of the event? What story is Billben sharing tonight about the journey so far? Or his life. It doesn't even have to be with the group. Stories about your life that, could be recent, could be past.
I think maybe tonight's story would be about Billben's time finding Saren's old tribe. Tribe, is that the right word? Clan, maybe?
For Saren stuff?
No, I'm saying just you're saying sharing a piece of the journey.
Yeah.
I'm like, this one would be because I think it would be big for Billben because it was like a big team strengthening moment. Seeing Saren track down his dad essentially, and then us have to go buck wild on some of those desperati.
Oh yeah, so you share about the
I share about the covens, the desperati, us trying to find. I'm not saying names specifically, but one of our friends' dad, who was there, but he was undead. Kind of sharing all that information, and just saying it really made us realize how much quicker we had to do this, and how much more efficient and almost that almost made our party grow up that moment, because it was this is a big deal right now. We have to get over there quick. we can't lollygag. Also, dragon up in due Nord, like, which all might be related. So, like, yeah, I think he would share that really like big, kind of pivotal moment as for himself and as the team, the party.
You share this story about the Disparati and the Covens. Give me an insight check.
Yeah. Oh, there's the nat one.
That one.
Now
Cool.
we're back.
You've noticed that, Grandfather Pine hasn't shared a lot about himself. You know, he talks about how he's journeyed these lands, but he's really been pretty, he's let you do a lot of the talking when you're, I think during the day, you've traveled in a lot of silence unless you've been having conversation, and even at night, I think, he'll ask questions about things, certainly every once in a while, but lets you, and like has asked you to share stories, but like is really, just listening to the things you have to say. You sit around this fire telling stories. Oh, I guess the other thing that I'll honor on that your role about what he wants out of it. I think you rolled well enough that I would say too that you wonder if stories are enough. You wonder if there's something else, if there's some other reason why Grandfather Pine has stuck with you on the journey for as long as he has. But I don't think you know. I'd say this. I think you rolled well enough that if there is anything else, you haven't gotten a malicious vibe from this person. Cool. While he seems like kind of curmudgeon-y and old and like soft-spoken for the most part, I don't think Billben has picked up on any sort of issue of character perchance, which like I think something Grandfather Pine, most of the things that he shared with you are anecdotes about keeping yourself safe in the Feywild, and one of the things I think he said is, here in the Summer Court, there's less people trying to take advantage, less creatures trying to take advantage of others, but it doesn't matter where you are here. There's always people that like to, at the least play tricks and at the most, take everything. So, but yeah, you all, you sit around the campfire, you tell these stories, and he has you do, as you like get ready to go to bed, you start to do these like rituals that you've been like, this is like one of the like weird things where he's just been like, you have to just do this. Don't question it. Just do these things.
So I've been doing rituals every night
and morning. Yeah, there's like these like funny things that you've like just had to like make part of your routine. So like, for instance, like he like when you guys were like walking the lake, he would make you forage like certain mushrooms, and then like he'd be like, all right, now look yourself in the eye in the water and eat them. And that was like every morning when you'd wake up while you were on the journey, like on the like with the lake, or like when you've like traveled like along streams. And then in the mornings he's made you, like before you start your journey, like you wake up and he has asked you to like go sit. He'll be like, all right, go sit on that stone and try to. Don't come back to me until you've thought about something lovely from your childhood. Don't come back to me until you've done that.
But why would I?
Don't. It doesn't matter. It'll help.
Okay. I think Billben also being in a state of like, I don't want to say like survival in the sense that he's like literally like, having to forage to live, but it's like definitely a state of like, I'm in a new spot. I'm going to listen to this guy. Which, like, maybe typically wouldn't be what he would do back in his plane of existence. But he's like, okay, I like kind of having his wits about him. Like, okay, the only way out of here, at least the only way that he thinks is out of here, is going to that castle because there's a strong chance that Queen Califax could help me in some way. And this guy, knowing the land and the plane, I'm going to just keep doing that. Maybe that'll come in handy. Almost like forming a sense of discipline.
Sure.
Yeah.
what would be what do you think as Billben like tries to like put himself in like a younger version of himself's shoes? Like, what do you think? And like the positive thoughts. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what Grandfather Pine would have told you to do as he like forces you into these moments of reflection before you start your journeys for the day. What do you think things are that Billben has thought about and reflected on, like these positive moments from childhood?
Yeah, I think some positive moments would be going to get groceries or run errands with his mom, and then almost like a very classic kid sees like a sweet treats cart, or like maybe a place that sells like little candies, and like on the way home, because he like helped out his mother so well, she was like, all right, here's one piece of candy, thanks for helping. So it's like kind of that wholesome like passing by a candy shop as a kid and just being like mesmerized, or like the cake shop, whatever it is, being mesmerized by all the amount of sweets and chocolates and things like that, and just being able to pick like one thing and eat it on the way home, even though it wasn't like his birthday or something special. It was just like it was just a good day in the summer, and he had a good time with his mom, helped her out enough, and got a little treat for it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, you've done that in these mornings, and as at Grandfather Pine's insistence, until you've been able to really like live in those memories. He didn't want you to start the journey for the day. As you sit here around the campfire, he says, all right, let's move the stones. And the last like little thing that you guys have been doing is he's been having you make like find stones around wherever you are, and just making like a ring of stones. And then he's made you do like a headstand until he says stop. Both of you like doing headstands in these ring of stones. He says, so you gather these stones, and he's like, all right, headstand time.
Do I have to do the headstand? Like,
you have to do the headstand. I've told you. I'm the guide.
All right. I mean, it's not going to be hard. I just think it's kind of goofy,
Hey, do the headstand.
Strength or athletics?
Yeah.
It's a 24.
Sick. Yeah, you both.
Just with unbelievable core strength and upper body tonality.
Give me perception.
Sheesh. Dude, 18.
Let's go.
So we're just good today.
You do the headstands, and like Grandfather Pine has like been pretty, like he seems like he's pretty good at these headstands. He like, you noticed today he's like got like the tripod set up to get up and stuff, and like he's outlasted you most of the days on these headstands. I think you've been like building this core, like Billben already has good core strength, but I think like doing this activity repetitively for a few days now, you like hear him like huffing a little bit, and like you catch him like glancing over to see if you're gonna like fall, and you catch him glancing a couple times, and like him like darting away, and then finally you hear like a deep breath, and he's like, all right, we're good.
Oh, I could actually keep going if you want to.
No, we know you have to stop. No, we both did it for as long as we could. So.
Well, yeah. I can probably keep going.
It was the perfect amount.
Oh, well, okay. I kind of just like, just get down. It looks very easy, and I stand right back up, kind of brush off any dirt or anything from my forearms. So, how close do you think we are to this castle?
Well, we are. Probably, like I said, I can help you tomorrow, but it'll be my last day. But probably a few days' journey still. So, the first day, like you saw this castle, it was massive and immaculate, but it was far away. Give me one more perception check with advantage, I think, because you've been rolling so well today.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've already kind of like gained some perception and insight onto stuff like this.
15.
So Like I've already said, you have caught no malicious intent with anything that Grandfather Pine has done so far. But I think in this moment, you like hear his voice catch a little bit, and you like reflect on the fact that you started in what's felt like summer, and you have understood that you were in the summer court and headed to the queen of the summer court, and you realized today, like I said, that it feels like summer becoming spring a little bit. It's cooled down. There's more of a breeze. The sun set a little bit earlier here today, and you're in this bog, so night fell faster. It feels like not even like days have felt like weird and wonky in terms of like how long they've lasted, but when the first few days of the journey, the sun set very slowly, and today the sun felt like it set a little quicker when the time came.
And you said I feel it's not malicious, but I'm feeling a hint of that. Is that what you just said?
I think maybe Billben can interpret it as he wants, but you haven't felt anything malicious about it. But it feels like there is something being withheld in this moment.
Okay. I am going to cast a spell.
Feel free.
I'm going to cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
I guess over Grandfather Pine.
So is it a 1 minute casting conjuration or something?
Duration 10 minutes. The save is 14. Sphere of your choice. Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time.
What's the casting time? 1 minute?
Casting time is 1 action.
1 action, cool.
Duration 10 minutes.
You unprompted cast a Zone of Truth. What's the what level spell is it?
It is a 2nd level enchantment spell.
He counterspells.
Wow.
Yeah. What the hell are you doing?
Why did you counterspell me?
Why are you casting spells around me right now?
What do you have to hide?
What were you casting?
It was just a little fun spell.
What spell?
I think because he's been pretty honest to me, I'll just tell him. It was Zone of Truth.
What is it that you want to know?
I feel like I just wanted to get everything off I don't know, everything off of some weird pedestal, because something ain't right, but I know you've been helping me out. Is there anything that you're withholding from me that would be important for me to know before going into that castle? Is there changing of the guard when, because I now knowing about the summer court and the other seasons, is there anything that changes with the seasons? Is there anything I should know that you're withholding? I just wanted to be honest with you. I did cast Zone of Truth because I was just trying to get to the bottom of it. Nothing malicious.
Fair. There is nothing that I'm withholding that will impact what happens when you get to the queen.
Okay. Sounds like a riddle. There's nothing that I'm withholding.
Have you ever put your faith in anything?
I feel like almost.
We as fey creatures are compelled, not all, but compelled to let people into our homes for rest and comfort. So unfortunately, when you found me a few days ago, I had to, by my creed, let you in. I didn't want to. I'll be very candid.
Well, I appreciate that, but I didn't know that you guys had to let me in.
Well, not everyone has to, but depending on, again, in terms of putting faith into things, whether that's a being or a creed or however you live your life, that is the way that a lot of us choose to live. There's many tricksters and creatures with warped perspectives on how life should be. That is it. Now, I offered to take you downstream on the first day, and I said I would be done that next day, but you've told me stories about your courage and your bravery and your love for the people in your life, and I have chosen to continue guiding you. I am trying to guide you to the castle. I will not be taking you the entire way. What I can tell you is that have a little faith. You'll see.
Faith.
Soon. We're close.
Like believing in something, right?
Yeah.
That's what that means?
As far as I've always known.
Well, for close. Well, I guess I do apologize for trying to cast a spell willy-nilly over here, but I was just trying to, again, get to the bottom of it.
It's fine. I understand. This is, I can appreciate that, you've been through a great deal in a short amount of time for your standards. And, well, I understand. So, I think it's very fortunate that you found me on your first day here in the Feywild. And I can tell you that I intend for you to make it to the castle in the best way you can. So.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Pine. Mr. Grandfather Pine. I guess, will you leave tomorrow then?
I'll help you for one more day, and then I must go.
Okay, well, I appreciate that. But you don't feel like you need to. I see where the castle is. I could just keep walking.
You don't see the castle here, actually, at this point. You've gone...
Oh.
You were, headed... You were headed towards the castle, and I don't think you have any sense of... Well, no, the sun and moon cycles seem to function in a similar way, where they rise in one direction and set in another direction. So in terms of movement, you feel like if you use the sun and the moon as directionality, it feels as though you were headed northeast, and then at some point, now that you're thinking about it, you've cut further east, maybe even a little south. And so you don't see the castle right now, but
I still know the direction, or at least generally
that you know of.
Yeah.
Directions flow. You've had. There have been days where there have been instances where on your journey, Grandfather Pine has told you that you need to turn around and face away from where you basically he's forced you to walk backwards at times and
so it's almost it's like the Lost Woods from Ocarina of Time. You have to go a certain route almost
sort of
to get there.
Yeah.
It's almost a magical route. Oh, I have to take a right 4 times and it doesn't result in going in a circle. Yeah. This place is kind of giving me the heebie-jeebies, but for some reason I feel a little bit more attuned to this place. I don't know how to explain it, Grandfather Pine.
You've done well so far. I'll say that. I'm tired. Tomorrow we journey once more.
Oh yeah, could use a little shut-eye myself.
All right. Good night, Billben.
Good night, Panny.
What?
Sorry. In where I'm from, if we like someone, we kind of nickname their name by throwing an E at the end.
I'm familiar with nicknames. So nobody's ever attempted to give me one before.
So it's kind of like a badge of honor. It's almost like you're.
No, I understand.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
All right. Good night.
Thanks, Piney.
He heads to. You have separate tents set up out here. He heads to his, and you head to yours, and you go to sleep. Mark a long rest.
Hell yeah.
As you awake, Grandfather Pine once again makes you ponder your childhood before you are able to travel anywhere. After you do that, you are off. You travel through this like bogged forest. You see at some point there's like the biggest turtle you've ever seen, like laying in like this like muddy, boggy water at some point. You see like weird like spider-like creatures like skittering through the trees, treetops. Here, the sun peeks through, and then you start to see like it like runs up to like these like rocky cliff sides, and you start to see these like dark caves along your peripheral as you travel.
I think also at this point, like the hero's journey of Billben, he's wearing all of his same like attire, but he's almost like he's almost like removed some things to put in his backpack to almost like create a more like disciple looking fit of his current fit.
Cool.
Almost
tell me what it looks like in this moment.
Yeah. So like I think he would after that battle I would think that his armor might have some scratches, some holes in it. And he's, over the journey, sort of started to repair them, but also more so like taking parts from one spot and reinforcing the spots that matter. So almost like still having like medium armor, but like having locations that are a little bit more free moving because there's just less armor there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost think like he's also taken a piece of his bright neon yellow, like reflective flame retardant, whatchamacallit, or I guess it's technically not flame retardant, but and he's created a sort of bandana that he's put, like a headband over his head that he puts the helmet and then he puts that there to kind of catch the sweat, and then you can see it sort of traipsing down the back like the two tassels from the headband that he's now made.
Cool. Give me a perception check as you travel with Grandfather Pine in your updated armor.
Oof, now we're back. That's a 1.
Cool.
A dirty 1.
You follow along with Grandfather Pine, Billben never having really been the scout of the group, or like you traveled with Saren and he led you through forest and mountain, and you had people like Galrug to help you make your journey to Peace Metal. So I think, sticking to your strengths, you have chosen to put faith into Grandfather Pine, and you follow along. It feels even more like springtime. The sun really, as you journey.
Spring.
It feels, today even more so. Like the sun, you're in this bog, so the sun's already being captured, but like you feel a little chill today as you walk.
It's almost like we're going backwards in seasons then.
Something like that. As you journey, as you walk these cave systems, you see a little bit of a break in the trees. It looks like that, like a clearing out towards the edge of whatever this bog, these woody bogs are. You hear shout in the near distance that someone yells, Fomorians, spread out! And I need you to roll initiative.
Fomorians. And then expletive. 10. A teener. Billben solo combat session.
Kicking off this initiative, you hear Father Pine yell. Father Pine says, there they are. Let's go. He moves faster than you, and you see him move 30 feet into the clearing, and you hear him yell, or he doesn't say anything. You hear somebody else. You see Father Pine point a hand back at you and a hand forward, and cast a spell. I don't think... No, this is... Oh, man, let me see your spell list really quick.
Yeah. But I know what it might be.
Give me an Arcana check.
Hell yeah.
It's a spell. It's a spell that I believe.
Dirty one again.
Yeah, you're not sure. You feel something warm, like the summer sun hitting you, touch you, and then you hear somebody else yell. What the hell was that? In the distance ahead, you can't see what's going on yet. Before your turn, I also need to roll some attacks real quick. In the distance, you hear, you see like the trees shake, and you hear what sounds like boulders, a boulder like hitting somebody. You hear a scream of pain as it sounds like a boulder hits, and then another one smashes into the ground. You feel the ground shake underneath of you, and you also hear somebody yell out in pain, saying, "Oh, my head! My head!"
Hold on. I'll be right there. Would I recognize this, or is this creature / thing in danger?
You're not quite there yet.
Oh, okay.
You hear a couple cries of pain, and you hear a loud yell. "Oh, Summer Court, come to meet your maker today." And now it is your turn, Billben.
What? The player character is thinking like, "Oh shit, is that Winter making its mark or something?" Like, I don't know, Winter Court, Summer Court, if there's like different entities for each court. I will go immediately into our Barbarian Rage.
Cool, awesome.
Action.
You can't see anything about what's happening yet.
I hear it though, and
and it seems like.
And now that I believe,
Pine's like waving you forward too, like.
Well, now that I'm a believer, yeah, I'm a believer.
Yeah. Damn it! Is that
all
Smash?
I need to do is
Smash
see
Mouth?
her face. Yes, it is Smash Mouth.
Dude, classic.
I'm a believer.
Dude, rest in peace.
Literally. I'll go into Barbarian Rage and charge right in.
Incredible.
Because that's what someone, a firefighter, would do. Would be like, I hear someone needs help, I'm going to charge right in.
What's your movement speed?
40.
Give me a luck check to see if you can...
And I'm mobile.
So yeah, but is mobile, if you use your action, then you can do a...
That's a good question.
How does mobile... Remind me, it's been a while since we've used mobile here.
Turn us on mobile, so it's like... Give me a secundo, mate. Give me a freaking second, bro. You gain the following benefits, plus 10 feet. When you use the dash action, you're right. Difficult terrain doesn't cost you extra movement on that turn. But when I make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke opportunity attacks from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit it or not.
Give me a luck check.
Is that just flat?
Yeah, just roll it. What'd you roll?
6.
6, cool. You move into the... you run past Grandfather Pine, use your 40 feet. You're not able to close with what you see. You see 5, armored knights you see these armored knights with clad in helmets and full plate. Their armor's this beautiful light blue and violet color, and it as the sunlight comes through, it's this little clearing still kind of in this boggy area, but it's flatter ground, and the trees have opened up along this cave. There's this massive cave. You see 5 knights with sunlight glinting as it looks glinting off this beautifully colored armor like diamonds. You see 3 of them have spread out, and 2 of them are in melee with these 2 hulking 18-foot tall creatures with these like, one of them has like gnarly pustules all over its body, and it's got like a loincloth on, and the other one is like one of its arms is like mangled and tiny, while the other one holds this big stone club, as you see presumably Fomorians standing in front of you.
Fomorians?
As it looks like of these two knights, the ones up in melee, one of them already has blood dripping down from their helm. The other one looks like it took a shot, and the one that's bleeding profusely is like looks unsettled, like looks just so tired from whatever's happened. They're holding their head, trying to raise their sword, ready to retaliate.
So the Fomorians look battled and bruised.
The Fomorians are the big ones. I'm saying some of the knights already look like.
The knights.
It sounds like whatever you just heard. They have these big Fomorians have these big stone clubs.
Yeah.
That looks like they like tried to like slam down onto these people, and it looks like they made contact with looks like they made contact with both of them, and like one of them, it looks like especially as one of them got crit on and succumbed to some other thing too.
Damn. So I'm not close enough to hit them with a melee attack.
No, so I was gonna say, if you want to take back that,
is there any like loose rocks or something I could throw?
Yeah, I would allow that.
Yeah, I would want to grab the biggest, just to keep my rage.
Do you have any thrown weapons on you at all?
I don't believe I opt into that. Billben's more of a
you
get
do
up in
have
your face.
You do have your fireman's pack.
Fireman's pack.
You can make a ranged attack with that.
With my
fireman's fury, you can make a ranged attack.
Oh, you're right. I can do that, which I will. Yeah, let me do just a targeted shot. Yeah, let's do that.
You were blessed, by the way. That is, and now that you were making an attack roll, what Grandfather Pine hit you with was a bless.
Hell yeah. Wouldn't have known that. Adding this to my attack roll. Oh. 11 to hit.
What did you roll on the die?
Or sorry, what am I adding? What did we decide we're adding?
I think you add your it'd be...
Is it the strength or dexterity?
No,
strength?
I think we said strength plus proficiency, but since it's like since you're like having to like handle the power of the water, like it's not like your goal is to it's a wide shot. It's more just about being able to like aim, as long as you can aim it well using your strength. So it'd be strength plus proficiency at this point.
Cool. So it's 11 plus 5, 16.
Yeah, so you're plus 5 plus 3, I think, still. So
where's the 3 come
from? So it'd be
from?
a plus. That's your proficiency. A plus 5 is your strength, and then your proficiency plus 3. So it's an 8 plus what?
8 plus 11, so it's 19.
Yeah, hits.
Okay,
yeah, absolutely.
Easy.
Yeah, roll your damage.
Easy.
And does targeted shot do anything else? Do they have to make a save?
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Is there a creature size thing about it?
There is not.
Yeah, great. I didn't put it in there. So
which, haha. So we got the user can make an attack roll. I don't know when the user's knocked prone, which did not happen. Those deals 2d10 bludgeoning. All right. 14
damage. Let's go.
The
plus it'd be plus your strength, I think.
Oh, then 19.
19? Cool.
Because plus 5 is my modifier. You must succeed on a DC 15 dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone.
DC 15?
Yes.
You thunder out of the tree line, and these knights see a blasting stream of water hit one of these massive, like, giant-like creatures, 3 times your height, man. You stumble out of the tree line and just rip into one of them. You deal it 19 points of damage, and you watch as this creature, not expecting to be surprised like this, falls falls over by this massive blast of water.
Time to get him wet, he says.
You as you come through, you also notice, the warriors. There's 2 like gnomes with like greenish orange hair, similar skin tone to Arthur almost, and you see that all these people are also they're not all. You see them, and you see two blink dogs that have stepped away. They're these like cool-looking dogs, like pointed ears, kind of like Great Dane, but the size of but thick and like the size of like a even like bigger mastiff. Like this massive dog, and they've got these like glowing blemishes on their skin. And then you see two of the others are elven warriors, and there's a couple big horses tied to trees next to you, and then you also see the only one mounted. You see, having sprung into action, this Furbolg, this creature that I think I know you fuse know.
Yes.
But I don't know that Billben would know.
I don't think so.
Is.
I don't think a Furbolg would have gone to New Samaritan.
Yeah, you see this woman with like beautiful white hair running out from under her helmet and ears hanging down, like patches of black fur and pink on the inside. She's a delicate pink nose that runs into like her fur is like this like light blue fur that covers her body under that you can see it just from her face underneath this armor. And she rides on top of a rhinoceros.
What a majestic beast.
Yeah.
Billben says,
you
in awe of her beauty.
You spray and you hear this is the voice that has been yelling out, barking commands. This Furbolg looks and says, "Who the hell are you?" And then looks past you and says, "Pine?" And anything else on your turn after dealing some a nice shot of damage and knocking one of these guys prone?
No, that's as close as I can get. Bonus action. So.
Cool. Yeah, you're going to be able to get right up in the fray on the next turn.
Yeah.
The knights are going to go. You see that 3 of them are going to lob they pull crossbows, seemingly not wanting to get too close. The 2 elves are going to lob crossbow bolts.
Right, me?
No. They're shooting at the giants.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Or the Fomorians.
Yep.
Nice. They all those hit, which is sick. You see them deal some massive damage. The 2 elves hitting both their crossbow shots at the not prone one, shooting at the one up, deal some massive damage right away. And then you see the 2 gnomes are kind of up in combat individually with each one of them. The bloodied one is up with the one that you just knocked prone. They're going to take some attacks with advantage from the prone.
Yep, that's the goal.
Crit and a miss, I think. Splitting the difference.
Yeah.
Crit and a miss. The lead knight is also going to ride her rhino up right into combat with that one. Miss on the first one.
Damn.
And a hit. Okay, so that's a hit and a crit on the one that you've knocked prone. You see, too, that there's these, like, brilliant bursts of, like, sunlight as the, like, these, as the blades make contact and as the arrows make contact. Give me a perception check, too, or a religion check.
Religion.
With advantage.
Definitely religion. That's going to be a 17.
This looks like some sort of, this looks like some sort of divine smite situation.
I know that one. So she's a paladin rhino rider? What the freak? That's so sick. I'm never leaving the Feywild, bro. Feywild's sick as fuck.
Some big damage goes in on this other one as well. The massive hits. These knights seem to be very strong and like getting some massive hits, blows off, and like still these things are like they're taking shots, but like they're fine.
Interesting. Okay.
One more attack. The other knight up against the one that took those crossbow bolts misses on both attacks.
Cool.
Okay, top of the order.
Yeah.
Pine's gonna send a I'm sorry, 2 of them are blessed. Give me 1 sec. You have a D4?
Yep.
Fuse and I are sharing dice today, everybody, because we're not recording in our normal studio, and so we're just making it work.
Yeah. Yeah, we're recording at our 18-bedroom, 28-bath mansion in Palm Springs, California.
Yeah.
So, we don't have our usual spot. Unfortunately...
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
it's good
there's just,
enough.
the one thing it doesn't have is dice.
That leads to the other attack from the woman on top of the rhino hitting as well.
Perfect. Okay. On the prone guy?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, get proned.
All right. Top of the order, Grandfather Pine is concentrating on Bless, is going to throw a healing word to the... they're going to throw a healing word at the most injured of the most injured one in the middle, the bloodied-looking person in the middle.
Yep.
Not much. They get some HP. It looks like it closes up a couple wounds, and they get some relief though.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Fomorians' turn.
The Fomorians.
The prone one, having the rhino rider line up is going to... Oh, they actually have to roll to see if they recharge something too.
Ooh.
They both recharge. So one of them is going to attack the rhino rider, and the other one, perceiving you as a new big threat, is going to close with you. So
come and freaking get it, Fomorians.
So the first one's going to attack with its stone and hits on this woman on top of this rhinoceros. And then she needs to roll a save with Bless. I don't know that she's going to save, though. She fails. And then, Billben, can I get a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw from you?
Ooh, yes, you may. DC 6.
A nat 20 on the attack roll against you rolls over to a 2. It last second turned from a nat 20 to a 2. You almost took some powerful damage.
That would have been, halved, but yeah. Sorry, you said Wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
That was a 11.
Fail.
Yeah.
You see as the Furbolg commander on top of the rhino becomes bloodied in one instance. You see this thing hits her with its stone club and pushes her and the rhinos not totally away, but you can see the rhino struggling to hold ground footing on this soft loamy bog soil, and then it you see it's sticks out its other hand, and this is the one with pustules, and the pustules glow with this weird magic, and then all of a sudden you see this drain come across this person's face, and you see that they both take some damage and hold their head, but also it looks like they gain a level of exhaustion as they get hit with whatever this effect is. And then you will also gain a level of exhaustion here as you failed that save.
Exhaust me. I don't need 0 levels of exhaustion.
I'm rolling poorly though. It's only 14 points of psychic damage though.
Oh, of course it's psychic. The only thing I don't have.
So yeah, you take that full.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Fomorian's turn. You've won up on you now. It missed. It tried to bring a club down on you, and you were able to step out of the way. But this other one, it's got that the other arm small the arm that's hanging there looking useless. It glows with this magic, and you feel that it reaches into you and saps your energy from you.
That's gross.
Yeah. That is your turn.
So is this Fomorian pretty close to me?
You're melee, baby.
Okay,
you're all
guess
melee.
What? Billben moves his neck to the left, moves his neck to the right. You hear the loudest cracks as he is ready to rumble. He charges forward immediately and goes for a multi-attack. Damn.
You bless. Add your D4s.
I know. I'm wondering if I should reckless.
Not a bad idea.
I should reckless.
Do it.
It's only on the first attack, I believe.
No, once you reckless, you have reckless attack.
For some reason I thought it was like the first attack.
No, it's just your attacks on that for until your next turn.
Wait, I don't even know if do I have reckless? I should have reckless at 3.
You do at 3. You absolutely have reckless attack.
All right, you were recklessing. And there goes the battles, dude. All right, so that's going to be first is a 25.
That will definitely hit.
For sure. And since I'm raging, +2 to melee damage when I do this.
Yeah, add it after. Yeah,
which is
do
awesome.
you want to roll both your attacks right away? These guys look pretty beefy.
Yeah. Same thing, 25.
Cool. Those both hit. You didn't have to roll your bless, but yeah, those both hit.
That's true.
Yep.
I didn't even have to roll a bless.
No problem. You stacking anything on this?
Oh, for sure. They look pretty healthy.
Yeah, they're like these knights have dealt some damage. Like you're fighting alongside some like pretty strong combatants. Like I think you get the vibe that you all have the upper hand in this. I think the goal is now make sure nobody dies.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna divine smite, and we're gonna do 2 second levels because we got 2 good hits in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. First attack. Do you need me to differentiate radiant versus slashing?
Nope.
Okay.
Add it all together.
And all of this is magical, by the way.
Great.
11 plus 12 is 23, 24, 25 on the first hit.
And plus you already added in your modifier.
That was the +2. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. That is added in because I have a D12 plus 6.
Cool.
So I'm adding the D12 plus 2 for the rage. Or sorry, plus 8 for the rage. So
Incredible.
25 and second attack. 11 plus 5 is 16. Plus 1 is 17. Plus 7 is 24. So 24 points of damage.
49 points of damage in that turn, my friend.
49. And as Billben sees this just courageous and beautiful Furbolg start to get beat up a little bit, he just and just 2 immediate like quick, almost like in succession that he has not hit before, very quickly just hits 2 massive strikes to this Fomorian, both using divine smite.
What are you?
Human.
What?
I'm a human.
Looks incredibly confused. You hear that? Yeah, you say that loud enough that the gnome next to you says, "A human? A human in the Feywild?
That's right.
That never happens. Oh, thanks, stranger."
You're welcome.
Anything else on your turn?
Bonus action, middle finger to the Fomorian.
Incredible, dude.
Yeah.
It's about him, man.
Yeah, forget about that one, dude.
All right, I'm going to roll these knight attacks really quick. Right. 1 sec. You got... Seeing that you have just dealt a fuck ton of damage, there's both the people firing crossbow, these elves firing crossbow bolts, and then the other gnome and the Furbolg all just focus their energy on the other one.
Cool.
Yikes.
That's good, right? When the DM says that?
Yikes? Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Because that means it's good for me.
Only one of the crossbows hits, unfortunately.
That means it's yikes for me.
Cocked. Damn. 1 crit.
I'll take the crit.
There was a crit hit. There was a lot of misses. You see the. It's not even misses. You see that like these like Fomorians, while they don't have armor, their like skin is like leathery and tough, and so literally like just like these like they're not super fast moving, but like these the Furbolg crits from the back of her rhino, but the gnome that's injured like it like to like raising the sword, it like chinks, like it like just doesn't go at an angle that it actually like draws blood at all, and the crossbow bolts fire. A couple of the crossbow bolts fire overhead in this wooded area, but deals some damage. You see those few shots they do get off move this other Fomorian into bloodied.
Suck it.
And then this other knight that just addressed you is going to take a couple greatsword attacks on the Fomorian.
Okay.
One hit there, dealing an additional 14 points of damage. Yeah, these beefy boys are like starting to, they're bleeding. Definitely bleeding. Grandfather Pine is going to cast a guiding bolt, it looks like, at the one in front of you. That one. Mm-hmm. God damn it. I'm kind of rolling bad for everybody on my side.
The Billben curse.
That's not great. Jesus. Pine says, fuck. All right. You've got it. He's so casual right now.
I feel like we do got it.
And you also heard you did see the Furbolg rider addressed was like knew who Pine was.
Yeah, they were tight.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Besties, bro.
They were #besties.
That's Pine's turn. Next up is the Fomorians again, coming at you. You reckless, so the one in front of you. Let's see if they get their charges back. They both do not get their exhaustion ability back, so they're just making attack rolls.
Suck it.
There is 2 coming for you and 2... Looks like 2 coming for this rider on top of the rhino again. She's hit twice. What's your AC?
17.
Only 1 hit coming your way.
You can certainly try. What's the damage?
Actually, can I have my D8s back? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sharing dice, people.
Sharing is caring, everyone.
It's okay to share dice with your dungeon master and your party. It's okay.
It's okay only when we're in our 18-room, 24-bath mansion in Palm Springs, California, and we failed to pack our Ferraris full of all the dice that we had in Nashville. That's why. Yeah, 17 AC.
All right. 21 points of bludgeoning damage. Halved.
10.
I'm not rolling great on my attack rolls over here.
I think you're rolling phenomenal.
Sure. You see that this rider on top of the rhinoceros hit once with the stone club, hit twice. Looks like it should be a death blow. She like keels over on top of her rhino and it's got like a saddle on, this massive saddle, and then you see her feet start to fall to the stirrups. Something glows like a pendant on her armor, and all of a sudden she like comes back with 1 hit point left. Some sort of death ward situation here where she would have died and she did not.
This is the Furbolg one?
Yeah.
Cool. Mm-hmm. The one that Billben already thinks she's so hot.
Dude, relax. They're all hot, man. Everybody's hot.
Everyone's hot. That's the problem.
Grandfather Pine, he's sexy.
He's so hot.
Dude, he's the hottest old man satyr ever.
Tiny.
All right, Billben, that's you.
Oh, yeah. We're going to go after, I guess, the same one that's in front of me with an attack. We're just going to go reckless because freak it, right? 2 8s.
Plus bless.
Yep, plus bless.
I think you might still hit, honestly, too.
So it's 10 plus... That's 20.
Yeah, that hits. These guys don't have armor on. It looks like their skin is pretty sturdy, but, like, they're not,
Okay, so both those hit because that was a 25.
Cool. Yeah, you throwing some smites on this?
Oh, yeah, we're doing 2 level 1s, which that's going to be 2d8 per, which that means I can roll everything at once here. Let me do some easy math here. 47 plus 4. 51.
51 points of damage? But man, you rolled up so well.
51. Yeah, because I rolled really well with the D. Actually, kind of all these, yeah. I rolled very high for everything.
With exactly 50 hit points left.
No way.
Nice. Dude. Well, tell me how it ends for this Fomorian as you like stand tall in front of all these knights of the Feywild.
Yeah, I think seeing that there are some, there is a sort of like status quo of good and bad still in the Feywild, and seeing that this just glamorous Furbolg riding a rhino just like almost went down and then was resurrected, that fuels Billben with rage, and he just Fomorians charges at him, and then again 2 very quick successions, like as that radiant energy almost seems to like not echo because we're outside in a field, but it would seem to go for hundreds of feet and people could hear it. That's how loud the strength of his axe landed on this Fomorian.
You hear birds fly out of the trees and like see them fly above through these the gaps in the treetops where the sun shines through. As you like these creatures have skin that looks like it'd be as thick as that rhino, and you just cleave off multiple limbs, and this thing dies.
Yep.
Hell yeah! Anything else on your turn?
I'm just exhausting my spell slots, and that's kind of it. I don't have any other bonus action economy, really.
Cool.
That I want to use right now, so that'll be it.
Hell yeah.
Sorry. Can I loot the guy? No, I'm kidding. No, can I just go forward closer towards the last Fomorian?
Close and you get up.
Just close in, yeah.
You close and you're right up next to, he looks like confused now and like oh fuck.
You ready to die, boy?
And the Furbolg captain just like struggling says, "Who are you?"
Billy.
Okay.
Billy Benny.
All right. Billy Benny.
That's damn fucking right.
Never met a human before. Impressive.
That was Billben scared to give his name. Because was that a give your name situation?
Said, "Who are you?"
Oh, okay.
I feel like I would say this. If you fuck up when I'm fucking with you at all, then you will lose your shit. But also, in general, I think Billben has Grandfather Pine has been educational enough in being listen to how people phrase their questions. If they're asking you if they can have your name,
okay.
ask you for your name, then it's gone. But if somebody just asks who you are, then that's just they haven't, you haven't agreed to give anything.
I think not knowing if that was a trick or not, in a rage, he tried to not get tricked by saying Billy Benny.
Hell yeah. You, after cutting down one of these Fomorians, not solo, but clearly proving something, you watch as all the other knights, you see crossbow bolt, knife, you see, or sword, and you see the on top of her rhino, literally standing up, fucking on top of it, if somebody was standing on top of a motorcycle, stunt shit. She stands on top of the Furbolg rider, stands on top of her rhino and runs off its horn, leaps into the air and stabs this thing through the head. Whoa. And they kill the other Fomorian. All of these other knights just overwhelm it as we come out of initiative.
Is everyone okay? I go up to the Furbolg and I attempt to do a lay on hands to, can I heal you? I can lay on hands.
What are you?
I'm a paladin. I'm a firefighter.
What's lay on hands?
It's when I use my healing powers.
Oh, paladin magic.
That's what I just said. Paladin.
Sure.
Didn't I just see you guys use some smites or something?
We're blessed with gifts from our queen, but we don't have the healing capabilities. That's impressive.
Oh, well,
sure, if you're willing.
Yeah, of course. And then I use 10 points.
Thank you. It's very kind. how do you, and Pine like slowly walks up and says, well, that went about as well as it could have. I think you would have been fine without us. And you see, she says, Captain Pine, what are you doing?
Captain?
Yes, Captain. Do you not know that about your traveling companion?
Oh, you said his name was Grandfather Pine.
Well, I guess in retirement you'd do something like that. He says, well, gets people to leave me the fuck alone. So I don't need people living around my cottage to know that I, did something. I'm tired.
Yeah, well, didn't stop me from finding you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, I heard you just walked into my hut, so.
Well, you can't hide anything from me.
It seems true. He looks and says, Captain Ersa, it's good to see you. It's been too long. She says, yes. How did you know how did you find us? Why were you here? Pine says, well, I surprised myself, but this young man stumbled into my cottage a few suns ago, and, well, I didn't know what to make of him, but after asking him to share of his heroics, he's looking for a way back to the material plane, but I figured if anyone was going to be able to do that, it would probably be our queen. And, well, I figured, I was leading him to see her myself, but I picked up your tracks a couple days ago, and I was able to, I got a sense it might be you, and I figured I would let you take him the rest of the way since you're, since I'm retired at this point. She says, great. Well, I mean, Billy, what's your, you said you need to get back to the material plane.
Yeah, I need to find my friends. I essentially was with them and then got transported here via some pretty high-level magic.
Okay, wow. That's impressive. You're a powerful warrior.
Oh, well, thank you. It was Captain Ursa, right?
Ersa.
Ersa.
Yeah.
My apologies for my human tongue.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Sorry, I'm not used to speaking in common. It's not really a tongue we use around here. We speak Sylvan for the most part in our court. So certainly, everybody knows a bit of common, especially those of us that are in leadership. You never know when you're going to meet somebody from the material. I have never in my time met a human, though. This is wild. She gestures and says, well, this is... and you see all the elves and gnomes kind of like slowly walk up, and she's like, well, this is Elenelda and Ys. Elenelda and Ys, the two elves, and then says, and this is Bindle and Thwat, the two gnomes. We are, I guess we're part of the Queen's Cavalry.
Bindle and Twat?
Thwat.
Oh.
There's a exactly what you think, but with an H.
Sick.
Yeah.
So, Elenelda and Ys?
Yeah, Elenelda and Ys.
Bindle and Thwat.
Yeah. And they all walk up and, Thwat was the one that you were fighting alongside and says, yeah, Billy, that was, holy hell, you know how to deal with an axe and a, what's that thing on your back?
Oh, this is, it's called a Fireman's Fury.
Wow. All right.
Mm-hmm. These puppies,
what's a fireman?
That's me. That's my job back in a different plane of existence than here.
Sounds unique.
Oh, it's the most unique. We essentially are called upon when there's a fire, foreign or domestic, and then we put it out with water, or with our wits and skills and magic.
Wow. Well, that's impressive. You see the two elves walk up. These two female elves with long hair take off their helmets and say, "Valiant fighting."
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And you as well. It was a pleasure to fight alongside some noble warriors.
We got caught off guard with, we're used to fighting on horseback, and when we didn't have time to do that, we just tried to spread out and, get some shots off. So that was impressive, though. Wow, you did a lot.
Oh, well, thank you. You also helped. But of course, it's almost ingrained in me to always help those in need.
Pine chimes in and says, Captain Ersa, I need to be on my way back. This has been an exciting few days, and it's about time that I get back to my things. But if you wouldn't mind escorting Billy back with you, if that's where you're headed, then it would be much appreciated to see if I've already let the Queen know that he'll be on his way with you. But yes, if you could bring him with, that would be exceptionally helpful. Ersa says, of course, Captain Pine. I'm happy to take... you said Billben? I think your name was Billy.
Yeah, I know the Feywild's a weird spot, so I didn't want to give, my real name.
You learn quickly. That's impressive.
That's not actually my real name.
Keep it. Hey, I understand. It can be Billy for now. Keep it to yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. But I don't want to give anyone my, real name if they're asking for it.
That's smart. That's incredibly intelligent. Well, all right. Well, we are. We've been sent out on a mission to look for Spring Court. Unseelie members of the Spring Court. There's been word of a potential coup or overtake of land, and so we've been out here scouting, but we haven't found anything in particular, at least on our command route. So yeah, we are headed back. If you need to try to get back to the material, I don't know what the Queen will ask of you, but you're welcome to join us.
That's kind of what my goal is. It's my best case scenario is to at least just talk to the Queen. That's just about the only clue I got to get back to my people.
Great. Well, Captain Pine, it's good to see you. He says, yes, well, it's good to see you as well. I'll come back to the castle and say hello eventually, but yes, I'm best be on my way. Like I said, Billben, this was my last day, so.
Well, I didn't know I was in the presence of a captain.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've seen a lot of this land more than I would have liked at times, and I don't need to be captain anymore, so.
So your grandfather?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, thanks, Gramps.
Hey, thanks, Billy. You meet these cavalry members. Grandfather Pine says his goodbyes, and you travel with the Queen's cavalry, these members of the Queen's cavalry, back to, back north. It seems like Pine led you astray in the last couple days because he had picked up tracks, maybe sensed that Ersa was out here somewhere, and so he found her to try to have her lead you all the way there. You grab your things, you head off. Ersa says, Bailey, this is Petunia, to pats her rhino on the butt and says, you're welcome to ride behind me if you'd like to. I see you don't have, I don't know if you have the ability to, summon a steed of any kind, but we've been, Petunia's friendly, and she'd happily let you ride along back of me if you'd like on this journey. It'll be a couple days, 2 to 3. We never fully know how long it's going to take. We just do our things, but...
Yeah, absolutely. Could you maybe also teach me sometime how to summon a steed? That sounds like I would
Well, I don't have
Love
that.
that.
I don't
Oh.
have that ability.
Oh.
Petunia's just been my steed, but yeah, there are. You used powerful magic. I figured maybe that's something you had the ability to do.
No, not me, but maybe I bet I know who knows about this back where I'm from.
Incredible.
But easy there, Petunia. And then I'd just like use my strength to just like hop right on back.
You hear a and like a little like nod back to you, like a nod of respect, having like watched you fight valiantly alongside her partner here. You ride with the cavalry.
Yes, cavalry.
For a few days, camping, going along. Is there anything that you want to ask Ersa or anybody else that you're traveling with along these days? I want to move. I want to keep things moving, but if there's any questions you have, then feel free to ask.
By the way, Ersa, what group are you with? Are you part of a guard of some sort, or?
You could say that. We technically part of the Queen's cavalry. Queen Califax, who you're going to be meeting, is, she's... Sounds like Pine has already let you know, but she's the queen of our court, the Court of Summer. She will be able to answer your questions, and if there's a way for you to get back to the material plane with ease, then she will certainly be the one to be able to help with it. But yes, we serve our queen and make sure that there's not often wars here in the Feywild, but often pushes for space and land. So spring can become summer, and summer can become fall, and fall can become winter, and all sorts. So people are always making sure that nobody's trying to overtake their residents and constituents and land. So, any other questions you want to ask any of the cavalry you travel with on your journey here?
Yeah, I think Billben would be like, what is the queen like, by the way? Do I need to know any sort of mannerisms or something while I greet her?
She's a fair queen, I would say. She caring of her people, and she's often pretty direct. She's not always one for humor necessarily, but she, just because she's not making jokes doesn't mean she doesn't mind the presence of it. So overall, she's she's a powerful ruler and not one to be trifled with. But I would say treat her with respect, and she will give you respect generally.
Well, that's a pretty good thing to live by. So yeah, we'll do. It's probably the last thing I'll ask her.
Cool. After it ends up being 3 days' journey, you still haven't heard anything from your friends, Saren and Arthur, Wix, Tabitha, nothing. You travel through the Feywild. You see an old farm with massive pumpkins along the way. On one of the days of the journey, you head back into the summer sun. You see massive, an area where there's like massive toadstools with like houses inside of them. You see these like beautiful glistening farmlands that with water running through them, getting again a ton of sun. They're growing massive. Yeah, all the crops here are huge. You have a pretty, as you get into the summer court and traveling with this cavalry, you are left unbothered generally along this journey. As you wake on your final day and hop on Petunia's back, you make your way towards a gap between two mountains. Something you saw in the distance, but now something that is a lot closer. You follow along a clear, wide river glistening in the summer sunlight, and you hit a point where the grassy path you've been following turns to white brick. And you see something that you haven't seen in a while. It forms in front of you, which is a city or a town or something of that kind. It doesn't look like it's gridded in any sort of way. Like it's still this there's still lots of nature and there's just like houses strewn about as you follow this winding brick path up towards this castle. You're led to these massive gates and see waterfalls coming off of the mountains that peek behind, and you arrive here as the sun. It seems like the sun is already starting to peek down, and you see moon. A big full moon rising behind and a little to the east of this castle. You see elves, satyrs, gnomes, pixies, all sorts of creatures that you've met, individually from time to time, but you see all sorts of these creatures around, and you also see a bunch of fairy dragons. You see,
no way.
Yeah, you see fairy dragons of all different colors and shapes. Some bigger, some slightly bigger than Tabitha, some smaller, the size of a pixie. All sorts of fairy dragons, just like your newfound friend. Yeah, as you walk, you pass, you follow this water and cross over a moat with beautiful greenery, and you hear, give me a perception check.
Perception. 15.
You hear this like beautiful humming on the breeze. There's like a nice summer evening breeze rolling in. You're humming and you look around trying to figure out where it's coming from, and you realize that something about this space, you hear this like beautiful melodic humming, and it feels like it's coming from the actual stonework of the castle, this big white castle itself. You see guards as you walk up these through a gate, over a moat, up these massive steps into the front of this castle, in the same color, lots of them. Those like brilliant light blue and violet armor with, like glistening in the setting sun. And you enter a throne room. This space is decorated. It's white everywhere with gold, white and gold, and little flecks of colors of summer, reds and yellows and oranges decorating the room. And as you get in here, you see that there's a massive throne sitting in the back of this room with a elven woman sitting in it, and you see that there's like this like big open air chasm that leads up to let the daylight come down into this space, filling it and like making everything glisten and glow. As you approach, you see an elven woman with long golden hair and brilliant green eyes. Give me one more perception check as you approach with the captain.
The good old-fashioned 4.
4. Yeah, these brilliant green eyes. You see that the rest of the cavalry disperses in this space. They rode in on they're still on horseback, and the gnomes on their blink dogs. And you approach on Petunia's back with Captain Ersa. You see the queen, this like caramel-colored skin and has this like ageless beauty about her. Wears a dress of similar reds and yellows and orange to the ones glistening around this room. And you see that that her dress looks like fire almost, with like the bottom of it like having this like elegant wisp that kind of floats like smoke underneath of her.
Fire and smoke, eh?
You
gets fireman's fury.
As you approach, Petunia stops and bows and like kind of kneels, lays down, and the captain gestures for you to dismount.
Then hop off.
You get off, and Ersa takes a knee and bows her head to this queen. Do you do the same?
Yes.
Cool. You bow. And you hear this elven woman speak for the first time, and she says, Captain, who is it you bring here today? Captain Ersa looks up and says, My queen, I've come with a human from the material plane. Former Captain Pine found us along our route and said that he had sent you a message suggesting that you might be able to help this man get home. So he has followed us here to your castle in the sun. The queen says, Rise, as the captain rises next to you, and you're able to rise if you so choose.
Yes.
The queen says, Step forward, young man.
I take a step forward.
Billben Billings.
You know my name?
Well, Captain Pine shared that you almost gave it away the first time you came to our court.
I did. I'm so used to just being the friendly, introducing myself and everything, but kind of just came out of me.
That can bite you here in the Fey courts, even here in summer. Tell me, how did you arrive here? What is it that you want?
It felt like put here by some spell. I was just placed here. But I really want to just go back to my material plane and see my friends again, because we were in the middle of something very important. We were essentially trying to save the world. I lean in and say,
That is understandable. What you ask is a great gift from me. If I am to send you back to your friends, then would you be willing to give a gift to me?
What is the gift?
Well, are you willing to take chances?
Yes, but I gotta kind of know what the gift. I told you what I want, so I would kind of also want to know what the gift would be back.
Understood. My offer is this. Pine told me you were valiant, sturdy, strong. Captain, can you speak on this? And Ersa stands up and says, Yes, my queen. Yes, Billy here, he fought, he could have taken down a Fomorian all by himself. The queen says, Understood. Well, then here is my request. Serve on my cavalry until the time is right, and when the time comes, when the time is right for you, you will be reunited with your friends. Does that sound like something fair?
Yes, however, how long will that be? What's the commitment?
Have you ever heard of something called faith?
And then thinking back to what Grandfather Pine taught him, Billben typically probably wouldn't agree to, almost a never-ending contract, it sounds. But everything he just learned over the past, what felt like 6 days, was all about just belief. And he goes, Yeah, I do know a thing or two about that now. I accept.
Then it is done. She scans you and says, Let me see your weapon.
I hold, in a almost like a humble sense, with two hands, I present forth the wet wedge.
She takes your weapon, looks at it and examines it, holds it in her hand, flips it over. She's fairly slight, this woman. She says, It seems that this weapon is designed by a creature that has some touch of the Feywild in them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As it seems like something inherent about this artifice axe, but given to you by hobgoblins that have a presence here. She says, well, if you're going to be in my cavalry, I think you will need a steed, it would seem.
Yeah, I could use one of those.
She waves over a person, and like literally somebody comes over with this like tiny chest, and they flip it open for her, and she goes through and starts picking up these like opulent diamonds and rubies. There's all these gemstones, and she moves things, and then she ends up pulling what looks like maybe not a it almost looks like something between a gemstone and like you have like this like lapis lazuli looking thing imbued in this first slot in your axe. You see she picks it up. She picks up something and says, this will help you serve on my cavalry until it's time for you to see your friends again. And she slots this, she takes this stone. It's this, it's like this like violet bluish hued stone, kind of similar to the armor that's adorned by these the cavalry that you now have agreed to join. And as you see it shifting in her hand, you see that in the same way as the setting sun glints off of this gemstone, it like changes colors in her hand. It thrums as she moves it towards the axe, and it like holds in place with this like fey magic and artifice and all of this coming together. And she says, this will allow you to summon a steed of the Feywild and be able to travel here with the captain and help make sure that things are safe for us in the summer court.
Sick.
You will be assigned to Captain Eris's crew, since you already have proven helpful with their efforts, and I trust that she will lead you valiantly. I thank you in advance for taking my gift, and I look forward to returning the favor when the time is right.
Nice one.
What?
You said returning the favor.
Oh.
We love puns back where I'm from. That was a fun one.
Understood.
I don't know if you do puns up in the Feywild, but we do a bunch of them and a bunch of jokes and stuff.
Well,
anyway, thank you very much, Miss Queen.
You're fine, young man. Well, Billben, I will see you in due time. She hands your axe back and says, Captain, it's time for my evening flight. I will trust that you will get Billben squared away. Captain Nersa says, of course, my queen. You see she steps back from you, goes to her throne, and you watch as magically you see like magic and smoke spinning around her as she starts to shift, and you see this elven queen transform.
Into?
You see first the glowing, coming in like sunlight and then forming into reality these massive wings. They have brilliant patterns in the webbing of the same reds, yellows, and oranges of the dress she wore. But spreading out from there into her body grows as her skin turns gold, and the green eyes piercing and somewhat reptilian, as you weren't able to notice earlier. You see this massive golden, looks like a fairy dragon of some kind, but the size of Batal, but with strength and fervor. You see this massive dragon queen flap her wings and fly out through the gap. And as you walk out in front of the castle with the captain, you see the queen flying over her land, looking out in the setting sun.
Sick. Ooh, so sick.
We cut a couple more days into the future. You have gotten settled in like, you basically like this like, you're like in like a barrack kind of with your squadron now, the captain's squad. You get settled, but with any sort of good cavalry, and it sounds like their job has been patrolling, you will head back out towards the captain explains that you are heading towards the autumnal court, continuing the search to look for coups or signs of overreach from Queen Petrichor, the queen of the autumnal court. As you travel, you ride on a steed, and I'm gonna. If you have an idea right away,
I got it. It's so easy.
You ride on a summoned steed, and so just for the record, what this means.
Can it be anything, pretty much?
Yeah, you're welcome to. So it's a 4th level spell.
Oof.
It's.
I already know what I want it to be.
Find Greater Steed, I think, is the name. Oh man, yeah, Find Greater Steed. It has some suggestions in there for you, but yes, you're welcome to look and if you've got an idea, then you're welcome to go with whatever you're feeling.
I mean, I'm going with an elephant because it has a hose.
Cool.
As a nose.
Sick.
But like a fey elephant.
Describe your elephant.
I feel like my elephant, she is, I don't know, a normal, not like not a mammoth elephant, not a giant elephant.
It's a reasonable enough sized elephant for you to be able to traverse the pathways of the Feywild.
Yeah, it's like a small, I would say smaller elephant than maybe some wild elephants that one might encounter. It's got like a really just like kind of rugged saddle. It has water tanks underneath it, like kind of that it so it can carry extra water. So it literally is like, it's like an elephant that is able to then get water and spray it. Also, it's got a nice red hue to it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And its ears are like polka dotted black and white.
Cool. You ride on top of your fey steed, riding through, headed towards the borders, ready to patrol. You have been in the Feywild for, you've been keeping up with the days, and it feels like it's been 13 days since you made your way here and have joined with this cavalry. And as you ride along, you hear this in your head.
We're safe, assuming you're in the Feywild. Don't know how time will work. Coming as fast as we can. Don't trade yourself away. You're worth...
Siren! Siren!
And that's where we'll end our session.
Sick. Also, I shouted that because I was like, holy shit. Okay,
yeah.
Sick.
Hell yeah!
Ooh.
Let's go!
Elephant that looks like a fire truck with Dalmatian ears.
Dude, hell yeah. Super fucking sick.
With water.
Dude, it's awesome. Billben solo session fucking complete. That was awesome.
We did it, gang.
Yeah, Fuse is going to have a hell of a time editing this because I've had plenty of breaks in my combat. The downside of combat where it's one PC and just a bunch of NPCs, it's like, well, fuck, I'm just doing, try and keep it as short as possible, but...
It was fine. What do you mean?
Yeah, that was cool though, man. Yeah, I hope it was fun for you to... I know, like, you getting sent to the Feywild was fully unexpected, but I hope that, the journey that you had today felt satisfying, and I think it'll be cool to jump back in with Billben whenever hopefully the party survives and can make their way to you.
That was so sick. Pretty much I have a steed, I can just summon it, so everyone else can. And also I chose, well, it's more of a bardic stuff, but I chose elephant because I feel like it can haul more. So like if I would need to have the entire party hop on with me,
sure,
it could be possible. It's like Appa.
Yeah, like my little dog,
like your little dog,
like my terrier,
like your little terrier that's at home, probably just sitting there waiting for you to open that door.
Dude, I was out of town like up until like a day and a half ago, and he was he goes to like a doggy daycare / kennel, and so we had 5 days of playing with dogs. And when I picked him up, like even this morning, still we woke up and he like we went for a walk, and like then we got back inside, and he often will like want to like keep playing in the house or whatever. And today he just laid down and started snoring. And I was like, all right, cool. Like
he's growing up.
Good day for me. Yeah, truly getting older like us. Well, hell yeah. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Oh, I do want to shout out really quick. I'd started prepping the session, and like my Feywild, I think like in homebrew, it's fun to, do your own thing. And so like my Feywild does not fully match up with like what D&D's, what like Dungeons and Dragons has for like the Forgotten Realms and stuff like that. But I want to shout out Domains of Delight, which is this like short, accessory for like designing like Archfey and like giving you suggestions. Like it was really fun to be able to see some of the like existing resources and be able to draw on like plenty of that for inspiration. It was just D&D for that has done such a brilliant job of designing such a cool resource book to like give you some ideas for a Feywild, and so it was fun to pull on that. So just shout outs to D&D for Domains of Delight, and other than that, I think we'll see what happens. I think the goal is that you're going to hear a bardic after this that is us plus Dart and Will reacting to everything they just heard. Yeah. So we'll record that at a later date probably, but thanks for listening, and we love you guys. Thanks for coming on Billben's journey with us.
Yeah, and I think I get to say that this time, but bye, All Stars.
There it is. Bye, gang.